layups. Now we present our dunks. Mirroring the run and pass game. So having actions off of our primary runs so that they add the eighth, okay, seventh, eighth hat into the box, and we're able to throw over the top of them. All right. And tying that to our run game. Feel like double moves off of that perimeter game, double move off of our movement passes, and then gadget passes as well. Okay, so action game. All right, so again, 13 personnel here. We were in 13 personnel to run the wide zone. Okay, now here we are, 13 personnel wide zone action, exact same thing. Okay, changing that launch point of the quarterback so he's not just sitting back there and it's 7 and 9.5 yards right behind the center every play. All right, these guys have to fit the run. All right, transition from a run play to a pass play, giving us some extra time, and then most importantly, right, getting this safety in the run fit. Getting that safety in the run fit. He wants to go and fit downhill with his run fit responsibilities. We're throwing that thing over the top of his head. Easy ladder read for the quarterback, going high to low here. Low quarters, premier look for that post. Right? We hit on it, and we're out the gate against the quarters defense. Okay? Another look at that same protection. So we talked about protecting our protections with the screen. We talked about protecting our quarterback with his launch point. Now we're going to talk about protecting our routes. So we have that exact same presentation. All right, our X receiver making it look like he's going to that post route just like he did weeks before against Maryland. All right, exact same route stem, protecting the route. And now he's out, okay, on a deep out on the sideline. And again, we talk about dunks for the quarterbacks. All right, ability to push it downfield with guys running wide open. Ability to do that, but everyone says, oh, 7-on-7 doesn't translate, right? Doesn't translate across the board. Well, look at this throw, okay? No one within 8 yards of the quarterback. Do that by marrying the run and the pass, changing his launch point. All right, some great defensive linemen here on this screen, but they don't know where he's going to be. So having the ability to push that thing downfield with nobody around him, okay? Really key in regards to creating those dunks downfield. All right, another look at it, okay? Same protection off the wide zone cell, setting up behind the backside guard, clearing this thing out with the inside guy, okay? And then getting that deep in cut splash zone right there on the hash, all right? Creating a dunk for our offense. Another look at it, might have some people on the tape here that are more gap scheme, okay? This year, gap scheme, we did out a pistol, and so major run tendency in regards to breakdowns. So here we are selling that gap scheme, all right? Play actioning off of it, spinning around, 3-step, all right? That same ladder read, high to low. Here's our deep over coming across the football field, scot-free. Why? Because we got their boundary safety and boundary backer into the run fit with our guard pull. Okay, another look at it here. Okay, similar here. All right. Safety spin and cover 3 defense here. Okay, nobody left, suck down the second level defenders' ability to hit it over the top. Okay. Another look at it. Power read was big for us with this quarterback here. So selling the power read arc. All right, again, can't emphasize it enough, tying it to your run game. All right, so here it is, run game, selling that power read action. Okay, you see this safety here. All right, getting down into his run fit. All right, and now what? Okay, we got a 3-buzz defense, so now we got a backer trying to cover a tight end on a wheel route with his eyes inside, trying to fit the run as well. Okay, so there it is. Okay, scot-free on the wheel route. Okay, corner overlaps on the seam, and we got 6 points. All right, another look at it. Getting down here in the red zone, whether it's 12 personnel, okay, motioning a wide out in to get a out on the safety, or a heavy run action from under center here. And then we feel like we have this heavy run action down here. There's going to be nobody left. And now we got these guys crossing the football field, running, chasing grass, having the ability to beat the corners. All right, with nobody left because we're tying that all together and creating dunks for our quarterback. All right, another look at it. Got that duo insert cell here. Okay, getting that safety down there in the box. Oh, that wideout's only motioned in there to run. Okay, to block that guy in the run game. Okay, run action, and then creating the double post with the deep over coming back to the field here off of it. Okay, so again, how do we create dunks? Guys running scot-free down the field. Okay, got to tie it into our action game. All right, and then having some fun with it now, having some gadgets. All right, so toss. All right, reverse back to the quarterback, and very hard to cover here with the take post, taking the corner and safety out of this thing. Delayed block by the tight end, wheeling down the sideline, and then having our running back as an outlet as well. Okay, good look at it there. All right, double move movements. Okay, so talking about movement. All right, we got our tight end in that C gap. All right, 1-by-1 relationship there off that C gap defender. Cover 3 defense. We're just coming out here. We're playing catch. Okay, creating that layup with our movement game. Just playing catch out here. All right, and then one that shows up off of this. Okay, having the exact same cell, exact same routes. All right, that boundary receiver grabbing that backside safety, and then this slot, all right, acting like he's stemming to that corner and then coming back across the football field. All right, nobody within 25 yards of him. Okay, why? Double moving what you normally do in your movement game. All right. All right. I know I'm kind of tight on time here, so I'll keep rolling here for a couple more minutes, and then we'll open it up to questions. Okay. So here, okay, looking at it. Okay. Feel like your perimeter game needs to marry with your shot game. All right. So here's Max Pro shot. This one we threw a lot. Just this run with having the RPO swing screen out here. And again, if we threw the swing screen, it'd be because there's only 2 immediate threats. All right, and we got 2 blockers. But now off of that, we're Max Pro. All right, full slide to the field here. Little shoulder fake that I'm throwing it. All right, wide receiver here, widening, chattering his feet. All right, and then winning down that red line. Okay.